What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are the owners of Reign Athletics Gym, and right now we're standing outside of our current facility, Reign 1.0. We want to give you guys an exclusive first-hand look at Reign 2.0. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk to the property because that's how freaking close it is. So let's go take a walk. We're gonna walk and talk. So we're going to kind of talk a little bit about how close it is, what to expect, and things like that.
And let me talk.
Go ahead.
Well, the good thing about us moving to this new spot is how close it is to the current location.
Yeah. I think that was a priority for us because there was multiple spots that we were looking at. Some were cheaper, some had more land. But I think the fact of the matter is this one is so close, it made the most sense.
And also it's gonna be convenient for people to have freeway access, which is important as well. Yeah. I know that right now they have to go through that annoying light, so people don't have to deal with that anymore.
For sure.
And I think that's a big, big plus, especially having a brand new parking lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much more convenient and so much better for everyone.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of little things like that that people aren't gonna really notice until they notice it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like who really thinks about the light? Not a lot of people, but the fact of whenever they're experiencing it, they don't gotta go through the light. They're like, damn, this is so much easier to get to.
It's a better experience.
Yeah.
And having to come to a big old parking lot that you always have space open, it's just gonna make it even a better experience.
For sure. I mean, I think we're gonna grow like crazy when this gym opens up, but I still think we're gonna have ample parking where anytime you come to the gym, you're gonna be able to find parking.
Yeah, I think so too.
So walking, I would say an estimated maybe like a 1 to 2 minute walk from the current Reign to where the new gym is. So like I said, it's super close. I think we're walking too fast for you.
Yeah.
You want to walk
I'm trying to figure out like what walking speed I should go.
Should we walk slower?
Slightly.
Yeah, we'll just keep going back a little bit and we'll give you a little more space. Priority for us when we moved to this spot is we didn't want it to be too far away. Because even if it's a 5-minute difference, that 5 minutes can turn a 15-minute drive into a 20-minute drive. And I think that even though it sounds minute, it's gonna make a world of a difference where someone's gonna go, you know what, I'm just gonna go switch to this gym now because it's a little bit closer.
We take into consideration a lot of different small variables that people may not think about, but we pay attention to these little details because we wanna make sure it's a good experience and everything is improving and getting better. Like we've mentioned, the parking lot is gonna be so much better, and I can't stop talking about it because it's gonna make so much more sense for people to want to come here. Right now, the way it is, and yet we still have a ton of members. So just imagine at the new facility, having a brand new parking lot, a brand new building with AC, great showers, great layout and everything.
Amenities in general, I think.
Just everything is gonna make it very hard to duplicate.
And I think we're most excited about the parking lot because we don't get many complaints about the current gym. I'd say the top 3 things people aren't the most excited about or happy about is the parking situation, the restroom situation,
and the not AC situation.
And the not having AC. So we definitely listen to our members when we ask them for feedback. And so literally our weaknesses that we have over here, we know and we understand, and they're gonna be our strengths at the new facility.
Yep, that was the whole goal. We always wanna get feedback from people, from members, from guests. We don't get booty hurt if they want to leave. We rather just them being straight up honest and let us know what we can work on, and we take it very serious. This is why in the past 3.5 years, we've reinvested every single cent that we've generated in the current facility to make it this badass new facility.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think any person can be like, man, your guys are killing it. Why do you need to move? And that's probably some questions that people are asking.
Or even a lot of gym owners, they say or think that we're crazy for doing this because our business is already profitable. But we think about the bigger picture. What's next? What's coming for Reign Athletics? Where is Reign Athletics gonna be in the next 5 years? We don't wanna have just a gym. We wanna be more than that. And we think about a lot of different variables that can come later on in the near future.
Yeah.
And we know that Reign Athletics is gonna be more than just a gym.
Yeah, I know I had mentioned this in prior videos, but the area that we're in, we're trying to be a staple for the community, right? They're building a bunch of new neighborhoods, a bunch of new houses. And so we want Reign to be one of the reasons why they decided to move to this area. And that says a lot because that's more than just a gym.
Yeah.
It's a sense of community.
Then we want to build a shopping center, do a lot of cool things.
We're pretty crazy. If you guys don't know, I know we're a little crazy. We don't sleep. We just stay up 24 hours, 7 days a week, and just rely on energy drinks. But cool. So we are here at the property. We'll pan around. So let's take a look at the Rain 2.0. So right now they're working on the parking lot. They've been working on it for a little bit, but it's a lot that goes into this. We had to dig these massive holes to lay these giant pipes underneath the ground, and that's called an underground water detention system. And so they've been working on that. Right now what they're doing is they're leveling the ground so that way we can start pouring concrete. Come on, let's go take a look.
The glass looks so pretty.
Dude, I know. And actually today what they're doing is adding the storefront glass in the front of the building. So it's gonna give you a little bit of a preview of what it's going to look like when the final product's ready. I think there's so many variables that just go unnoticed or we were unaware of in the very beginning.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things that you don't know what you're getting into until you actually get in there and start dealing with it firsthand. But it's exciting.
I know.
Like, just the entryway itself.
You know what's crazy though? Like, right now, I don't even feel like we're doing this. Like, this shit hasn't even clicked in. I just take it day by day and I try to focus on like what is going on right now and how are we handling these things, but this doesn't even feel real.
Yeah.
We didn't even think we were gonna be doing this. Like 3 years ago, if you would have told me that we were gonna be in this position right now, I'd be like, bro, you're crazy. Like, there's no way.
No, that's true. And I remember like 2 years ago just saying like, man, I wish I could fast forward through these 2 years until the gym's open. But I think you get to really appreciate everything in general when you're going through it. You know what I mean? The struggles that you got to overcome, the obstacles, all that stuff.
This shit is not easy, dude. Like, sometimes I'm walking through it or just having certain phone calls with lenders or like the engineers or whoever's dealing with the project, and I'm like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Like, seriously.
But at the end of the day, it's something that we truly believe in the project, in the gym itself, so it's definitely gonna be worth it at the end. So let's go take a look, get an exclusive look on the current state of the project. Let's go take a look. Look at that. Look at that. Cool, so everywhere around us is all parking. All this is gonna be parking. So I don't want to hear that you can't find parking here because that is a lie.
There's gonna be over 120 parking spaces.
Over 120 parking spaces.
Which is 50% more than what we currently have right now.
Yeah. And so just look at the design of the building. Like, we didn't, because I mean, we have the option to do whatever we wanted because we're building from the ground up, from scratch. But we wanted to have that warehouse feel because I didn't want to go too far away from what Rain is. And so that's why
we don't want it to be like a pretty bougie place. That's not what Rain is. We still wanted to feel like Rain, but better. And that's why we started saying Rain 2.0, because we wanted to still be Rain, but better.
Upgraded.
Upgraded and better.
Oh yeah.
Bigger and better.
Okay, let's go take a look inside.
I don't think we can go through there.
All right, let's go this way then. Yeah. Damn, that looks good, man. Jesus. Let's go, man. Even like this design here, like we wanted to kind of have like some shaded area. We're gonna have lights through here. We got this big ass sign that says Rain Athletics.
Yeah,
It's
gonna look so good. Like the big Rain Athletics here is gonna look amazing. And this is metal, by the way. It's not wood.
Cool. Yeah. I think one thing that we love coming to the project is seeing like the little upgrades that they did that day. So like this morning, this was installed, and you can see how we have this giant glass window. This is actually our cardio room window. So you're gonna be able to see the parking lot from the inside the cardio room. Which is gonna, in general, gonna give a better vibe.
Like we want people to be doing cardio and be able to like look at the parking lot, see what's going on outside. And it would just be nice to have some natural light.
And then even all this is parking. So like even though we have a shit ton of parking in the front, the whole side of the building is gonna have parking as well.
Why is that lady talking shit?
I don't know. Is she?
I don't know.
She's just nosy.
Oh.
Anyways, so welcome to Reign 2.0.
So this is the main entrance of Reign 2.0. Welcome to Reign 2.0. Front desk is gonna go right here.
So we're getting a custom desk made. We want to kind of keep that industrial feel to it, so it's gonna have like luxurious and industrial feel.
And then to the right side, we're gonna have our merchandise, our drinks. So it's gonna be really cool because as you can see, the wall is indented,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So it's gonna be flushed together evenly.
yeah. Just little small details that I think that's gonna bring it together a little bit better.
And then on the left side, we're gonna have the lounge area where people can hang out. We're gonna have Wi-Fi for our guests.
That's gonna be big because I know we get asked a lot about our Wi-Fi. So that's another amenity on top of everything else is we're gonna be offering free Wi-Fi for you guys.
Hell yes.
So we're gonna have like little stations, seating area that if you guys want to, do some schoolwork or do some work, you have that and it's available for you.
Yep.
Some little small rooms that we have here are gonna be like our offices. We have like our break room and stuff like that.
And then we have our posing room.
It's about the same size, but it is gonna feel a lot bigger because it's gonna have higher ceilings. We wanna have branding in here. We wanna have mirrors on both sides. One cool thing too, since it is higher, we're able to put one of those angled mirrors. So that way, if you're looking at yourself, you can see like your back, if you're hitting like a back double bicep pose.
And we're still gonna have really good lighting for your pictures, your videos, for you to post if you're doing a bodybuilding competition, or you just wanna see what you look like, track your progress.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the perfect room for you.
Yeah. That's why even when I give tours of the first gym, I always tell them this is our posing room / selfie room.
Yeah.
So that way people they're not just like turned off by it being specifically for bodybuilders.
Yeah. And now we're going to our cardio room. Our cardio room is gonna be so much bigger than the current one. You're gonna have awesome outside lighting,
With some
right?
nice natural lights. We are upgrading the cardio entirely. So we're gonna get new treadmills.
New Stairmasters, you name it.
Yeah, so also the treadmills are gonna be touchscreen. The Stairmasters,
Brand new Stairmasters.
brand new Stairmasters. They weren't cheap, but at the end of the day, we want to open up with a bang, and that was the reason why we decided to go brand new Stairmasters. And then towards the end, we're gonna have like the ellipticals, the motorless treadmills, the bikes, and all that kind of
What
stuff.
about
I even want to add like those little skiers and some more rowers, just to kind of like tailor to every single body. You know what I mean? Whether you're CrossFit, powerlifting, bodybuilder, everyday gym goer, that's the goal. We want this to be the space for you. So one cool little detail that I want to show up or bring up is going to be this wall right here. So this entrance is basically the divider between the lobby area and the actual gym space itself. So this is going to be a storefront glass. We're going to have a double glass door to kind of give you like that little preview before you walk in the actual gym.
Nice.
Just keep in mind that doing this glass thing took a while to get approved because we were supposed to do a firewall. And that firewall was basically an ugly wall with an ugly metal door.
Yeah.
So we were like, no, we're not gonna put an ugly wall with an ugly door. So this is why we had to add the fire sprinkler system and add the glass.
Yeah. So fire sprinkler system in itself is upwards of $100,000 in itself. So.
Yeah. But for us, it was also the experience. Like we understand things can get costly, but at the same time, it's like we didn't start this shit to just be basic.
And half-ass it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool, let's take you to the actual little entryway to our locker rooms. Because now, at this facility, we are gonna have locker rooms for men and women. It's gonna be really cool. A lot more space, a lot more amenities in there as well.
So we wanna give this hallway a whole vibe. We wanna put badass lighting. It's features that gives you a whole vibe,
Yeah.
right?
Like we wanna have these custom lights in the walls to kind of like show and like illuminate the hallway, as you're walking in. And then we're also gonna have like a water
fountain
Yeah.
and a water bottle station here.
A water bottle refill station right here. And then we went kind of like a Bucky style restroom entrance. So instead of having like a door that you got to open, we wanted to kind of have just kind of like a little entryway in here. So as we go into our men's locker room, you're gonna notice how spacious it is. Super high ceilings. We're gonna have 3 sinks with custom mirrors in there. Super nice finishes.
Our lockers on the right side. We want to have enough lockers for people or our professionals that come work out before or after work. They have their space to get ready, to change, put some benches.
Yeah.
And then here, what are we doing here?
I don't know. I think part of me wants to do a cold plunge. Part of me wants to do something else. So
It's kind of TBD. We have the space for it. So it could be enough for either 2 cold plunges like the round ones,
yeah,
or we could do something else with it.
something.
Yeah.
And then these are gonna be so in the men's side, we're gonna have 2 toilets, 2 urinals in the restrooms. We also gonna have 3 showers, gonna be over here on this side. And then this is the built-in sauna. You can't see it yet because it's not obviously ready, but a walk-in sauna that's gonna fit anywhere from 6 to 8 people with an actual burner inside. So that should
Yeah.
get to like 200 degrees, I think.
So we also made this a little bit different than the current gym because we want to make sure that we fit more people and we want to make it feel more private, one specifically for girls and one specifically for guys.
Yeah.
And the burner is going to be in one corner. Currently the saunas have a burner at the bottom, and for some reason people keep taking water bottles in there, dropping the water in there, so they're burning the actual burners. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna have specific concrete flooring so that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
And that way it still feels hot, it's still a great sauna, and it's just harder to mess up.
For sure. You know, people are gonna mess things up. It's just part of the business itself. But you learn and you grow.
Yeah, and these are gonna be the showers. So we're gonna have 3 showers, and we're gonna have the cool
Frosted
shower
glass.
head.
Oh yeah, we wanna do waterfall. So we wanna do like a waterfall shower head. And then we wanna frame it where we have frosted glass in there.
Yeah,
So we're working on that.
it's gonna be a whole vibe. I'm serious.
And then let's talk a little bit about the women locker room real quick. Because I
Okay.
know they got something a little more special in there.
Yeah. Okay, so the girls section. I am super excited to show this section because I've thought about every single little detail. For our girls, we're still gonna have the sink area, 3 sinks with great LED mirrors. And then behind, we're gonna have all the lockers. So the girls are gonna have a little bit more lockers all the way here. So this whole section is gonna have lockers, and we're gonna have like some sort of cool bench in the middle for them with a chandelier, right?
Yeah.
I want a chandelier. And then over here, we're gonna have like a vanity area. So we're gonna put like a little vanity with 2 mirrors so 2 girls can be getting ready at the same time. And I made sure we had these for the blow dryers or the straighteners and stuff like that. So it's gonna be amazing for them to have that space to get ready before or after work or school, whatever.
Yeah.
And then over here, we technically have the toilets, the showers, and the built-in sauna as well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have also 3 showers, 4 toilets, and the built-in sauna that
Yeah.
fits 6 to 8 people as well.
Yeah. And if you notice like little details, like one of these toilets has to be a little bit bigger, one of these showers has to be a little bit bigger, and that's for like the ADA or requirements or the regulations, so like for handicapped people. So it's just like little things that you learn along the way.
And you have to follow requirements if you want to get approval, regardless of how you feel or what you think.
So let's go and give you a little preview. I know you can't really see it, but in my mind I have it envisioned. I have it on the computer laid out. But let's take a look at the actual gym space itself.
Alex looks at that thing every single day for like 5 hours.
Yeah. I think that's what I do. I put my mind in the mind of the person here working out. So like, how much space do I have in between the machines? How wide is the machine? How long is the machine? So it's like little details like that that you don't think about until you're actually in here laying down the machines. You're like, you know what? This machine doesn't really look good next to this machine. So I'm like playing it out in my head every single day. But so as you walk in, there's gonna be, like I mentioned earlier, there's gonna be a double glass door that's gonna lead you into the actual gym space. We're gonna have a 100-foot turf, custom turf, all the way down to the end. It's gonna be 100 by 15 feet wide. It's gonna be branded with our logo, some designs and stuff like that. And then our gym space is gonna be kind of a similar layout. We're gonna have one side that's lower body, one side that's upper body. So here on my left-hand side, we're gonna be all the leg
leg
machines.
section?
Yeah. So
The
we're-
leg section is gonna have the squat racks, all the leg machines in this area. So it's gonna be very similar to what we have right now. We wanna make sure things are organized, it's easy to people to follow. So that's the reason why the turf is technically dividing both areas.
Yeah, so that's like the determining the divider between both areas. What's really cool is, yeah, we are taking all the good stuff from that gym. We're taking about 90% of the machines that we have over there, but we're also adding a lot more brand new machines that we ordered straight from the manufacturer themselves. And so periodically from now until we open, we're gonna be getting shipments of machines from Life Fitness, Watson, Glute Builder, Precor, all that kind of stuff. So really cool stuff. And we even took it upon ourselves to kind of look at the details of lighting. So we're gonna have LED lights at the very top, but here over the squat racks, I really wanted to kind of even go more in detail with the lighting as far as like hanging some pendant lights over you. And so I wanted to create this like illusion of having like nice down lighting. So if you got a light that's right above you, you see like all the definition in your arm. See all the cuts, everything. So it's gonna make you look a lot better when you're here inside this gym. It's true. I think with any successful gym, you gotta have great lighting. You gotta have things that are gonna set you apart from everyone else.
So this is literally what we do. We're researching the differences in lighting and how can we pick the best lighting for the space where people feel like they look great.
Yeah.
You can see the definition, and it's just, you have to make sure you pick the right one because
sure.
it's gonna make a huge difference.
Yeah, because if you put it in the mind of the consumer, right? Let's say you go to a gym and you just like look super shredded at that gym, and then you go to another gym and you're like, man, why don't I look as good as I did when I was at Rain? More than likely, you're gonna come back to Rain because you just look better, you feel better in here. And it was really difficult because we had to space the lights out evenly, and we had to measure the squat racks, take into account the bar, the space to load the weight. There was so much like little details that we didn't really know until we had to tell the electrician, okay, I need a box here, I need a plug here, stuff like that.
So as you can see on the floor, we had multiple tries trying to find the perfect spot because Alex doesn't know how to measure.
I wasn't that good at math, but it's all good. So I'm gonna take you over here, where it's gonna be kind of like our glute section. So we have a lot more machines that are gonna be for our women or men hitting glutes. So we wanna, I know we have a good selection of glute machines, but we wanna take it a step up.
Oh, you're not even ready for what's coming. It's really cool stuff. Like, it's crazy good.
And so that's gonna be kind of here. We're gonna have like the glute machines, and then behind it, we're gonna have some leg machines. I'm gonna kind of have our jungle gym. We ordered a brand new 12-station jungle gym from Life Fitness. Right now, we currently have an 8-station. And so adding 4 more stations to that is gonna alleviate some of the wait time if you wanna use that jungle gym. So we're gonna have our jungle gym running this way, vertically. And then this little corner over here, we're gonna have our powerlifting section. So powerlifters, we didn't forget about you. We're gonna be making some customized platforms they're gonna go underneath the powerlifting racks, combo racks, and then we're gonna have the deadlift platforms here. But we're also gonna be adding more kilo plates because I know sometimes in our busy times, you gotta wait a little bit to get some of those red plates. So like I said, we take into account all the feedback that you guys give us, and literally it's the reason why we can't sleep at night.
Yeah, that's how you become more successful. Just focus on what you're able to control. Like, if something goes bad or is not how you thought it was gonna happen, fuck it. Like, there's been a lot of obstacles in this project. There's been a lot of setbacks. The rain last week kind of messed us up because we were supposed to be done with the parking lot this week.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, we're kind of right there at the finish line, but I mean, this could have been done last week.
Just like, know? I mean, we can cry about the rain, or we can just fucking take the L and just keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, not get discouraged. Just really, if we can control our emotions and make sure that these guys are able to come and work inside the building, I mean, we're staying on top of them as much as we can. And also, you see this big opening behind me. This is going to be a glass garage door. We're working on deciding which kind of garage door we're going to get. So we want to have some natural lighting in here. So have some natural lighting. Our dumbbell section is going to be from here all the way up until that wall over there. So like I mentioned earlier, we got customized dumbbells, Rain Athletic branding on it, and it goes from 5 pounds all the way to 200 pounds. So not a lot of gyms here in the Houston area can say they have dumbbells that go to 200.
And that kind of dumbbells.
especially those kind of dumbbells.
That's like an insane kind of dumbbell.
Yeah, we spent like damn near $60,000 on those dumbbells. So guys, don't drop them, all right?
I feel like whenever we open up, we're gonna be like watching everything super carefully and be like, bro,
I'm gonna be there with a towel. Like when they're done using them, just cleaning them fucking dumbbells off. But as you see, I mean, it's a huge project. We're excited to finally get this thing opened up. We're doing everything that we can do to expedite this process. So expedite this process. But it's coming. Rain 2.0 is coming. All the nice brand new machines are coming. So you guys stay tuned.
Well, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it.
I hope you can see the excitement that we have just from the walk here to showing you everything that goes into this construction project. So make sure if you guys want to stay tuned, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give us a follow on Instagram, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Why you keep doing that?
It's a good way to end it. All right, cut.